Hello, Magdalena here, Wolf of Coins. Nice to see you all again. Today I wanted to share with you some tips about reading Tarot de Marseille and what you can do to improve your skills when you're still a beginner and you struggle with it. So, as I said before, I think that as opposed to Rider-Waite-Smith style decks or others that have scenes on the pips, where you can easily do a one card daily draw or something, or even one card reading for your question. I think with Tarot de Marseille it's much better to read the cards in sequences. So at least two, I prefer three, but yeah, I think that is personal choice. And I thought I would share some examples, some readings that I had myself, and to visualize it for you. So as I said, when you're beginning doing a daily draw, it's a really good advice. It's a very common advice, but it's a good advice because it allows you to get familiar with the cards. It allows you to start thinking the tarot way, seeing the life through the lens of tarot. And this skill that you gain through this exercise will help you in your other deeper meanings. Readings, excuse me. So I think that if you do the daily draw, it will help you accustom your mind into thinking in sequences. If you're used to, for example, when you do spreads, right, like a Celtic cross or others, where you get one card per one meaning, per position. I don't like reading Tarot de Marseille this way because it's always good to have some context, like relations between the cards and the sequence. So yeah, for example, I had this. Well, this was not my daily draw, but it was in my reading for the month of September. Sometimes I do those readings that I lay 9 cards, so 3 cards per 10 days of the roughly 10 days of the month, and these were for the middle 10 days. So I got the Queen of Coins, the King of Cups, and the 9 of batons or wands. So what can we see here? We see these two people that are not facing each other. Every person is interested in something else. They all have their own problems. And yeah, so I thought, since this is the Queen, this would be me focusing on my problems. And this would be my husband concerned about his work, because this is one, so I would think it's connected to his job. This is he is not focused on the things going on at home. He's more focused about what's at the office. And it's 9, so it's also like the Hermit, so it's not a family number here. It's him looking away from stuff, like the Hermit does. So yeah, and this reading was kind of right. These 10 days were quite difficult for both of us. And yeah, that's the example how you can read a sequence. And next up, maybe a reading I did for my sister. She wanted a quick reading for how will her September look like. And yeah, so it really hit me here that you get this Two of Cups, then it's the Wheel of Fortune, and then Four of Swords, where Two of Cups, we can see like two objects being, well, probably I saw it as being social, because cups are our relationships and social life. So this is being social, maybe going to some parties. And then we get the flip of the wheel. There is a change, and we get the Four of Swords, this pretty flower being closed like inside the swords, and swords are for the mind, so some contemplation. She's working on her PhD, so I'd say it would be like this. For first half of the month would be more social, meeting with people, having fun, and then the change comes and she sits down and works on her PhD. And actually, she told me, I just laid the cards for her, I explained them to her, and she said, I only reached my room when I got a message from some friend inviting me to a dinner. So she was really like, it's happening. And just recently, we had the 20th of September today, few days ago, she got the message from her promoter that, well, unexpected message that she really needs to go faster with her PhD, so she will be probably doing just this, what I said. So yeah, this is how you can see this sequence. Also, like it's if it's for a month, it can be time. Also for a day, it can be the first card, could mean how our day starts, then the middle, then the end. But also sometimes the cards just show you a sequence of some event that happens during the day. So I have a last fun example. I really love this. So I got the Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, and then the Six of Coins. So I actually, from my day, this was my daily draw. I see two events shown here. The first one was me. I was picking. It will be really mundane because it's a daily draw, so you shouldn't expect anything deep. But still, tarot shows us things. So this was me picking him up from the kindergarten. He's still a small boy, and see how we're walking together, like yeah. This was us walking, like holding hands, and then we stopped by a Japanese bakery that is here in our village, and we got some pastries, which are very delicious and round. Also, this is a card of harmony. It's number 6. It's coins. Sometimes people say it's people sitting at a table. So it was just a family little event, us being together. But then I went back home with him, and I was sewing something on my sewing machine, and of course my son wanted to try this as well, and he's too small to actually operate the machine, so he was only like pressing his foot on the pedal. It's an electric pedal. But anyway, I was teaching him how to sew. So again, you see this queen here, and the page following her, learning from her. She's from the suit of swords, so it's learning, it's mind. But also, oh, I love this detail. Imagine it's the sword, or it might be also a sewing needle. How cool is that? And then you could think about these as like cogs, meaning it's something to do with a machine, with movement. They're round. So this type of a reading, it actually won't help you really, because what can you do with such knowledge? But it will just help you train your mind to see these things, and then you can use this skill in your real deep readings. So I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please ask, and have a lovely day. Bye!